be fun. Cool. Hey, welcome everyone. I have a class today for you called Stresses, Decompresses. This is a yoga practice for when you're angry, frustrated, shook, irritated, burnt out, whatever you want to call it, over it, under it. Let's get through it without being a jerk to your families and coworkers, shall we? So first things first, let's find a safe, quiet place if you can for the next several minutes where you will not be disturbed, ideally. If this space has your yoga mat, that's great. It isn't 100% necessary. If there's a wall space, even better. So let's move our bodies. Great. So let's start with our head. Let's come onto the top of our mat and stand in a nice stance with our feet about hip distance apart. And we're going to start to draw circles with your face. So we're start really slow. So make a big neck circle with your nose, your face. So neck all the way back to the side, make chin to chest and come all the way around. So start slow and small. Try to imagine that you're seeing all sides of your funk, like from the top, the bottom, the sides, the east, the west. Don't be afraid to make some faces while you're doing this. Just express whatever you're feeling while you're practicing. Helps us work through these things. Also, puff your cheeks out, make a goofy pout, roll it out. Let's switch directions. So bring the chin to the chest, and then we'll switch directions to draw circles in the other direction. Let's go small to start. And this might not fix everything, but your neck will thank you later, I suppose. Also, the rocking can be soothing. So you can make your faces breathe however you feel comfortable breathing at the moment. Like, we're just calming down, we're de-stressing, so don't try to focus on details. We can focus on all that later when we're feeling our best. So let's bring the chin to the chest, take a pause, deep breath in, beautiful. And slowly move the chin up and down 2 or 3 times. So look up and look down. Good. If it feels good, exhale real loud, make a sound. Kind of throw your temper tantrum during your practice instead of where it would possibly get us in trouble. Good. Let's reach the arms up and inhale. Use the out breath to let gravity just take you down into a fold. Bend your knees. Even if you don't need to, bend your knees. Let's be luxurious here. Just give yourself a lot of leeway, a lot of space. Bend your knees. And then take the hands, and we're going to interlace them around the back of the head, around the back of the neck. So your pinkies will be at the base of your skull, and the thumbs will just rest on the sides of your neck. So we're going to rest the hands. We're not going to pull on the neck. We're not going to pull our head off, even though you might want to. Just rest and let the head be heavy. Let the hands just gently encourage a stretch to the neck. So let's lengthen, point elbows forward, and step the feet wide, like wide as your yoga mat. And keep the interlace of your hands, keep the gentle pressure on your neck, and let's sway. So imagine you're just chilling like a big old chill elephant, swinging your trunk, swinging your chest. Maybe check it out. Maybe try to attempt to make an elephant sound. It's silly, but you smiled, didn't you? Let's point the elbows up and forward. And use your leg and core strength to stand tall. Let's cradle the head with the hands. And bring the chin down, release the hands. Let's take a fold again. This time step back, take your time, step back into a downward facing dog. If you aren't feeling your down dog, you can just go ahead and move into a table pose if down dog feels like too much right now. If you are taking the down dog and you have your mat handy, thing I like to do when I'm not feeling my best and my strongest is grab a hold of the side of the mat and kind of like hold with your thumbs facing forward, hold to the sides of the mat. This can help you with traction as well as, squeeze that mat like a stress ball. So let's walk and pedal out the feet and the heels. Let's take long, intentionally mindful breaths. So let go of your head, let the head fall. It won't fall off. So see if you're holding and straining in your jaws or your forehead. That's pretty common if you're in one of those moods. Pretty common if you do. Let's go ahead and let that go. Maybe open your mouth slightly and practice with your jaw slightly slack, just because it's really easy to start grinding our teeth and clenching our teeth, and that can lead to neck pain and teeth pain and all the stuff we don't want to deal with on top of being in a bad mood. So let's keep pedaling the feet in our downward dog. Let go of that head. Even shake your head yes and no a couple times to let go. All right, let's go ahead and come down into a child's pose. That's my bird screaming. Let's come into child's pose. We'll pick up the variation that feels good. So you can do it knees wide, knees not so wide, whatever feels good. Let's look forward and take a hold of your hands. Spinny, stop. Let's take a hold of your hands and kind of bend into the elbows and use this as like a little shield. Imagine all the BS just bouncing off the shield. It's no match for you. Release the hands. Go ahead and look up and sway into a Sphinx pose. So bring your body forward and bring the weight onto the elbows for Sphinx. Let's lengthen the neck. And let's say bend into your knees and then sway them side to side like we did with the arms. These are your wiper blades clearing the BS away. Now let's make a pillow for your head using your hands and just rest your forehead. You could even turn the head to one side if that feels better, but rest your head on that pillow that you made with your hands and bring your knees in line with your hips. So start one at a time. So let's go left knee, just to say. We'll bring left knee in line with the hip. So there's a 90-degree angle at the hip and at the knee. And just rest for a few breaths here. We call this alligator. And if you feel like a challenge, you can reach your hands forward and lift up your upper body. Think about like cobra pose. And that's a nice big long stretch. If it's too much, keep it low and keep it in an alligator. Let's come on down and switch sides. So let's bring the right knee now in line with the right hip. So 90 degree hip and knee. And let's rest, breathe. Take your time here in your alligator. And again, if you felt like the challenge worked well on the last side, let's go ahead and take it to the other side. Take it into that little cobra. Reach your arms forward and start to curl the upper body up. And this is simply one more exercise. This is simply to make you laugh, so don't take it too seriously. Let's come into a seat and hold on to your feet. So kind of like Baddha Konasana feet. We'll start to rock around in a circle and really, really rock like a ridiculous amount. So trust that the floor is one of your most reliable friends, and it'll be there. If you fall, you're already on the floor. Let's hold the feet and we'll start to rock, roll, and check this out. Don't be afraid. Just roll all the way over to your one side and capsize this boat. Everybody out. Let's start over. Let's roll up. Keep it going. So keep rolling. Capsize your boat. Roll up. If you can, keep a hold of your feet. Roll. And let's roll as many times as you need to until you end up sort of like where we started. Try being in a good, or trying to be in a bad mood after doing that. And see, you can reverse the direction. So sometimes the non-dominant side is a little bit more difficult, but you know what? Try it. Like I said, you're already on the floor. If you're going to fall, you're in the right spot. Let's roll and roll until you're facing the original spot, your original starting spot. And let's rest. Let's come to laying on the back. And if you have a wall, scooch up close to the wall, maybe even turn to your side so you can reach your legs up the wall and your bum as close to the wall as possible, and just elevate your legs to rest here. If you are wall-less today, just take the knees into the chest and rest on your back. This is our resting pose. You can stay here as long as you want or as long as you can. I hope you smile today, and I'll see you next time. Just a serious note after that. So yoga is not a substitute for medical care. If you're experiencing a mental health emergency, please seek help from a professional or contact your local emergency services. Take care of yourself. I love you, and we need you.
We need it. Whoa. Awesome.